Good morning, March 25th, 2023, 11 a.m. straight up. 11 a.m. There's that confirmation and that one. Pop out chat. Oh, by the way, today's Chat GPT enhanced video title, live stream title, Windows Cognitive Cabinet on Saturday Live. See topics and description, March 25th, 2023. Pop out chat and say hello to some people. William Dawson currently in the Zoom waiting room. I will give you a little bit of heads up before I bring you in so you have a chance to mute your YouTube audio, and the Zoom session will turn to that in a couple minutes. Say hello to some people first. Ken Stout, interesting. Somehow I seem to be first again on the chat on a different window. I'm sorry I did not see. I am last on the list yesterday. I noticed when I first looked at today's live stream, there was a message from Robert, RM, claiming to be second, and I didn't see who was before him, and that was like a 3 a.m. timestamp, something like that. So I don't know who was before that. There's William Dawson saying hello from Florida. Chris Garrett saying hello. Stormy in Georgia. That sounds like a song, isn't it? And is it Johnny Cash or who is it? Stormy Night in Georgia? No, that wasn't. That was a female singer, wasn't it? Hello, good to see you again. Let's see, that's Wind and Rain, Rain and Wind from Ken and Chris. And let's see, there's Ken again, William, people talking back and forth about weather. Okay, listen, thanks. I figured it would be lower this morning, whatever that's in reference to. Cocoa, Florida, no bad weather at the minute. If you like the weather now, just wait 1 minute and it will be different. No, I don't know if that's the case in Cocoa, Florida. Chris has been there. Tim Sal's in the room. Bobby Warren. John Williams. Now, this was interesting. I will not be around for the live stream as we got about 8 inches of snow. Have a great day, everyone. As if telling me you've got 8 inches of snow is an obvious reason for not being able to be here during the live stream. Yeah, somehow 8 inches. Of course, he's not going to be here on the live stream. My gosh, got 8 inches of snow. Gotta. I don't know what you got to do with that. Mortant says hello, and everyone in chat. Cold 46 degrees in Upper Marlboro. Bunch of hellos back and forth. Hellos. Where does everyone the sunny and 83 degrees send? I think that's William asking where does everyone come from, maybe. And let's see, Jonathan, Bobby Warren again, Rick Lakes. How is live? Ken Stout live. How is sat so far? How is Ken sitting on a chair so far? How is his sat or his satellite, maybe? I know it's his Saturday. How is Saturday so far? Great so far. Ken, you are driving. Good. I'm glad you let him know that. It's important to let know Ken that he's driving or not, because if he didn't know that he was driving, he could be in trouble. It's about normal after being up all night. Saturday is good. Let's see, did I miss any names through there? I don't think so. William, I do not know if warm to hot is always nice to have. Sometimes it's too hot to go out unless you have to. Well, we get above 110 degrees here in Fresno, California on occasion. Not in the winter. I want to come up here when we have about 28 inches of snow. There's $0 here now. Sometimes they get 28 inches of snow. Sometimes they have $0 of snow. William Dawson, never been in snow before. Never been to Spain from Ken. Let's see, somebody else coming in. I don't see the name because I don't have that panel up right now. William DeCan, maybe your next time traveling you can go. And Rick, it's fun. I ride my mountain bike all year. Does he ride his mountain bike to Spain? Rick, have you ever rode your mountain bike to Spain? That's what y'all got to know. Kenda William, I've been to Oklahoma. I had a friend that lived in OK. She moved back to Min 3 years ago. I had a friend that lived in Oak. She moved back to 3 years later. Right, I know, Oklahoma and Minnesota. My oldest brother's in Minnesota. Afternoon, all 39 degrees. Hello. How far behind am I? Do I really want to read all of this? I'm going to scan through a little bit quicker, skip through some of the hellos back and forth. There's Black Serendipity, says hello. Greg M. Ran Israel. Adamant ITC. I'm getting better with pronouncing that. Adamant IT still on. Dennis watches that every Saturday live, and then comes to join us another day, another dollar from Brian. I was first at 12:06 a.m. this morning, my time. Oh, that was Ken who was first. Black Serendipity. Hi, Jonathan. Hope all is well over there. Hello, there's Frankie B. What other names did I skip over? I think I caught all the names. Top of the morning. Driving Miss K off today. Zavi Minor. Add my name. Hello. Yes, absolutely. Hello, Zavi. Good to see you, my friend. Ida Rivera. Hello, everyone in chat. Class ended a bit late today. I think, is it IT security class that you're in? I think that's what it was, Ida. The Bronx 9. Hang on a moment. Yeah, the Bronx 9, Ida, Jonathan. Good morning to Ida from Black Serendipity. All right, let's go find out who we have in Zoom. Okay, get ready, those in Zoom. Mute your YouTube audio. You've only got moments to do that. Here we go. Admit all. I admit all of you are here. I admit you're here. Oh, I got to fix the black. There it is. I see William Dawson. And Ken is still joining us, taking him a little while. Here come the Ken stir. William Dawson is connecting to audio, so that's why I'm not hearing him yet. There's Tim Sal. Admit him. Turn off the waiting room. Waiting room is off, and hide the participants panel. And hello, William Dawson.
Hey.
First time? Yeah, first time here. Welcome aboard. I've seen you on Ken Stout Live Show. That's a show I watch sometimes. Some of the people around here are familiar with the Ken Stout Live Show. Not everybody. So it's good to see you. Thanks for coming aboard. Hello, Ken Stout. Oh, you do the Ken Stout Live Show too, don't you?
Yeah. That started about a week or two ago.
Yeah, good. All right, so let me say hello to the others. There's Ken Stout. Is he going to say hello back? I tried to say hello to him a moment ago.
Oh, I thought you were saying hi to Tim. My bad. Hi, Doug.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Tim. Hi, Alex. Hi,
Hello.
YouTube.
Hi.
All right, and then I'll go to Tim. Hello, Tim Sowell.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Tired.
All right, and then hello, Alex.
Hello, Doug.
Well, there you are with your tie-dye shirt today. Very 60s of you. And then Brian Lightfoot comes in, connecting to audio. Let him get connected, and then there he is. Hello, Brian. Okay, he's doing the Ken Stout thing. Some people listen to this show without watching. So let me try this again. Hello, Brian.
I watch the show without listening.
Oh, okay. Well, I host the show without even being here. So figure that one out. All right.
Hey, Doug, your YouTube stream just went all crazy, looking like.
Yeah, it's all pixelated.
Something's going up with your XSplit or your upload speed or something.
All right, I have drop frame 0. Is anybody else in chat reporting video troubles. Let's see.
About the time Alex said it, it went bonkers for a second.
Oh, is it Alex's issue then? When he speaks, we're going to have trouble?
You can
Yes,
test it out, put him in the waiting room. If it goes away, you'll know it's he's causing it. Or make me the co-host and I'll put him in the waiting room.
How can it be me causing it when I'm looking at it on Doug's YouTube?
Waiting room. Everybody, waiting room. Waiting room.
Oh, that's a Ken Style live show thing. If he starts trying to prank me, maybe we'll do that. Hello, Jim.
Hello.
All right.
Jim, how you feeling?
I'm not entirely sure yet. I've either gotten some sort of a stomach bug or maybe a touch of food poisoning. I'm not sure yet.
Ouch. Not fun.
I've had like maybe half a club sandwich and a cereal bar since Thursday night.
Oh. Not COVID.
Not that I'm aware of.
Sick is sick is sick. All right, let me go ahead. A few more in chat. So Ida, no, got my CPC certification. Now taking risk adjustment training. Risk adjustment or risk assessment? Risk adjustment training. That's interesting. I'm not sure I know what that means. Lawn Dog says, I don't like to miss cabinet meats. Now, there's some kind of typo in there. Is it got something to do with cannabis? Is it cabinet? Is it I don't know what it is. Don't like to miss cabinet meets. I don't know what that means. Are you building a cabinet and the doors don't meet up right? Congratulations, Rick. I think I might know that Ken Stout guy. Thank you. Cost a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. Long Dog, yes, you do. LOL. No, that wasn't Long Dog. That was Ken. Long
cabinet is also a group. Can also be a group of people, like a big executive group of.
Yeah. So is that referring to the Zoom session?
I don't know. I'm just saying that's what it can also possibly mean.
Yeah. All right. American Legend, good afternoon, wonderful people. And Doug, well, hello, American Legend. Good to see you. I thought I heard that name on the internet, buffering for a few seconds. My Wi-Fi keeps dropping out. American Legend, it's been quite a while. LOL. Doug, you are wonderful too. Thanks for doing these. Well, now I think that's pretty big compliment there. You're welcome. And I just turned you blue. Now, it's possible I don't recognize American Legend. Like you said, it's been quite a while, so maybe it's been in here before. But of course, a troll could start out that way in order to gain some, credentials. But do I even recognize that? I don't think I recognize that name from Carrie Holzman's channel. But anyway, let's get to know you a little bit, American Legend. Yes, buffering, Kenny buffering, Wintermute distortion. Ida, not right now, was buffering. There was a brief video breakup. American Legend, glad to be here. Love this stuff and that it exists. This is the type of stuff I want to do on the weekends. I have a heart to help people. Oh, wonderful. American Legend saying hellos. A couple of retracted messages. That always concerns me a little bit. American Legend, good afternoon. Cabinet. It is today's YouTube title. Oh, that's right. It is today's title. That's where it came from. You got it from me. Windows Cognitive Cabinet. That's where he got it from. Cabinet meeting is a reference to the title of this show, I suspect. You're right, Selden Ball. Got it. Right on the money, huh? Ken Stout. I heard it on the grapevine. I've wanted to create content and do tutorials for a while, just haven't had a ton of time. And my name is Mark. Awesome. I really like knowing people's real names. I'm going to even make a note of that. American Legend. Where are you located in the world, Mark? And then moving on. That's a problem I run into. I hear you. Risk adjustment is the methodology that Medicare uses to pay advantages, and Medicaid is primarily based on the severity of patient's diagnosis. More ill, more money. Okay, well, I'm aware of risk adjustment in insurance, and so that would make sense that Medicare would be using that term too. We are the collective. Hello, my name is Mark. I'm out of North Carolina, right? That's what NC is. And I am very genuine and honest person to a fault. Awesome. I think my Uncle Dick and his family are around North Carolina. All right, back to Zoom. Has anybody got subjects to bring up today? I didn't see anybody in chat requesting one of the topics that's listed in today's description.
Doug, I do want to give you a quick update on the website situation.
Oh, yeah.
The SSL certificate is suddenly working all of a sudden, and I didn't do anything that I don't normally do, which is just run the updates and all that. But I have no idea how, but it all of a sudden started working, and haven't updated the payment info, so hasn't been paid. So my dad will probably just let it expire, and I backed it up, so if it gets deleted, I can just put it back on.
Okay. Is everybody being able to access it now from various different parts of the world?
Well, most people. Ken can't. You probably can. Brian can, and Tim probably can. Ken can't.
Remind me what it's called again?
JebsAutoInc.com.
Okay, so here we're giving it a try. I got this on screen. Yeah, I got it. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, I makes a whole lot of sense that your web host might have specifically blocked Ken Stout, because we all know about that.
Let me shine a little light on that.
All right.
I have AT&T as my cell phone service.
Yeah.
Chris has AT&T. Chris Garrett has AT&T as the internet provider. Ken has AT&T as his internet provider. When I'm on my cell phone on mobile data using AT&T, I cannot access the website. So it makes sense to me that because Ken and Chris Garrett all are using AT&T for their main internet, it makes sense to me that's why the three of us can access the website over AT&T, because AT&T is blocking it, or they don't like the configuration. And I have tried everything that I can think of to try to make it work with AT&T, but there's nothing.
Well, a thought that I had is web hosts and big service companies like the folks that are hosting your website may have, and oftentimes do have, their content replicated across multiple servers or different sites across the world, even potentially. So I was wondering if there might have been some kind of replication issue with your
There is replication. There is replication, but they let you pick where.
That's just because I get frustrated when you interrupt me mid-sentence. You might as well go ahead and continue.
I understand what you're saying, but they let you pick where you want the server to be. So I know for a fact the server and the backups, the replication for the server is in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so there is replication.
Yes.
So when one person is trying to access the site, they might be getting it from a different physical computer than you're getting it from. Agreed?
Maybe I need to clear that up. There's replication. What I meant is there's backups that are done every night.
Okay, well that's not that.
They're getting it from the same. They're getting it from the same computer, same IP address.
Well, an IP address can be mirrored across different locations. It doesn't mean it's the same physical computer. But anyway, I would my next step for that would be contacting your host, because they should be responsible for access. If there's problems with people not accessing it, I would think you would need to contact them.
In
But
my situation, I can't do that because of the way I have everything configured.
is it also my understanding that your fees with them are not current?
Yes. So
Okay.
right now, I'm just waiting for them to delete it.
Okay. All right. Good enough. Thank you for the update. And let's see. I think I saw in chat somebody called Ken Stout Live made a topic request. Push the right button, Doug. There's Ken Stout Live asking for number 14. And Lawn Dog, now that the discussion of the word cabinet means let's get into woodworking and building our cabinets, that's what I'm here for. And Ran Israel, I'm intrigued. 14. Is there any other 14s there? Okay, I'll stop there and go look at. I wonder what topic 14 might be.
Yeah.
Can we put some bricks on that cabinet?
Bricks on the cabinet? Oh, because it's that's what number 14 is about. See, you went right over my head. I didn't even make that connection. Ken Stout's Brick Wall Challenge. I want to go back and look at that original email that I sent to Ken Stout suggesting that he pursue that particular feature in DaVinci Resolve. Let's see. How was I? Thanks. I'll check it out. Yeah, this one here. Okay. So, yeah, I didn't name the feature, did I? So here's the original email that I sent to Ken. I'd like to see you demonstrate this feature. So go look at that YouTube short and see what that was about. DaVinci Resolve has this effect called the object removal tool. And okay, so that gets me the name. I'm going to leave that so that I don't maybe get a copyright notice. Object removal tool. So there's this, and on a subsequent email, I suggested he does it with the brick wall. And he hasn't done that yet. I'm trying to say, Ken, try the brick wall. Try the brick wall. And then I heard him on his show saying he didn't know if I wanted him to remove another brick or replace the missing brick. Ken, do you happen to have that photo available? Oh, I was going to duck out of the way so that you could show. Oh, he's got his hand up. Yeah, I don't.
15 minutes now.
I hardly even know. I don't. I just, those hands are just not noticeable. Go ahead, Ken. What's up?
I would like to put a request in for you to send me your main page for Saturday roundtable without the brains, please.
Oh, sure. You want the photo before I added the brains to it? Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
And yes, I have several of the bricks. I don't know. Do you want me to take a brick out or put a brick in?
Well, I think that the fact that you're asking the question tells me that you're not understanding the point behind this tool. Now, I could
object removal. I got it, but I can tell you right now that's probably going to fail. But I'll do that. That'll be Monday's show.
Well, let me describe what I don't want you to remove a brick. That's not the idea of object removal. Don't try to remove a brick. Do you think that's what I meant by object removal?
Apparently not. What did you mean?
No.
Exactly.
The way that tool works, what I think it does, what I think it's designed to do. There's got that weird camera thing going on. My exposure on Zoom keeps flickering. But the way I understand that tool, you define an area that you want to replace with something else, and then it examines the entire rest of the content. And it's going to figure out how to fill that hole, utilizing the rest of that content. So that one missing brick, if you identify that's the area we want to replace, have it examine all the rest of that content. And I think if it will do what I hope it will do, it will fill that spot, not by copying another brick into that spot, but by understanding the whole scene, the whole pattern, the vertical and horizontal lines of the mortar and the texture and coloring of the brick, and make up new content to go in that space that fits in there really smooth. That's what I'm hoping it will do. So without trying it on that type of a photo, you haven't tested what I think that tool is designed to do. Does that make sense?
It does, but did I not send you the picture of the 5 Dougs? Apparently I didn't. I can go one step further. When you because in your background picture there, I've been messing around with it, as you know. I actually did one the other night, and I've determined what it does. It goes to the exact right of whatever you're blocking out, and it grabs that area and puts it in the area you're removing. Because I have one with that picture that's got 5 Dougs on it. I'll send it to you.
Oh, well, I can easily imagine what you're describing there, but I don't. My guess is you won't find that consistent. My guess is that it did it in that case because that's what it thought that you would want in that situation. But I don't think that's the right tool for the things you were trying to fix there, where you were trying to take out that picture that's behind my right shoulder, and you were trying to take out the camera on top. If you're going to try to take out that picture, what I would think you should do is crop the photo so that the photo only has that picture and the wall, so that you're giving it original content that doesn't have me at all, but just has the picture and the wall. You just carve out around there and let it do its magic by telling it that you want to remove the picture. Then it's going to, the only thing it has to look at is the wall, the rest of the wall. So then it would fill that space with that, and then you could take that revised image and paste it over the original photo in that position.
But I'll have to take you out of the picture by going into another function and removing you and putting the wall back. But I see what you're saying. Sure.
You've been
Unless you want to shoot me a screenshot of just the wall in the picture.
You've been trying to take me out for a long time.
I tell you what, I'm going to work behind the scenes and do your brick thing and see how it happens.
All right, but
I will let you know.
But here's your picture of the wall without me.
I can't screenshot Zoom. It needs to be on YouTube.
No, it is on YouTube. It's on YouTube right now. I'm broadcasting that on YouTube. So all you have to do is pick out that moment in the video. You can go back in DVR mode. You know how to do that. There's your picture. I don't have to. Yeah. So if you timestamp it 11:28, 11:27, you can scroll back to that at any time.
Well, hopefully I got it.
All righty then. So that was number 14. Coming back to chat. There's my last highlight. Jim Cassandros, has anyone heard why Intel Driver Assistant has quit working on my HP desktops? I heard a newscaster this morning reporting about Jim Cassandros' Intel Driver Assistant quit working. So yeah, I did hear about that. No. Why Intel Driver Assistant has quit working on HP desk? That's the question. Why has Intel Driver Assistant quit working on Jim's HP desktop? Now, yeah, I guess it's asking, has it stopped working on HP desktops? Well, let's try. I want to try to be trying my best to answer people's questions as they come up. So I'm just doing a Google search. Intel Driver Assistant has quit working on HP desktops. Let's see if we got anything coming up in search results. Somehow when I did a routine update a few weeks back, HP Driver Assistant became active, began getting up alerts. Intel Driver for Desktop keeps failing, no message, keeps showing up to install again. The search box, type HP Assistant, check for updates. That's just, that's not saying that the Driver Assistant has stopped working. Why is my Intel driver and support assistant not working? Clear the browser cache, close the browser, try rescanning Intel driver and support assistant, ensuring browser being used. I suppose one of the things that we need to ask is what is happening? Let's see, has quit working. So does it not launch at all when you try to launch the Intel driver system? It won't launch. It gives you an error message. It fails to find drivers. What is it not doing? Of course, have you restarted the computer to see if it's that simple? Maybe a recent update. How about looking for an update for the Intel driver assistant? I can access it with a VPN. Let's see, what's Bobby referring to there? I don't know. It is. I can access it with a VPN. I don't see anything in there recently from Bobby, so I don't know what he's referring to. Is he responding?
He's talking about Alex's website.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Rick to American Legend. I have a YouTube channel. I have a bunch of videos. You can watch them, like, comment, and subscribe. I don't say that on my videos because I think most people know how to do that. I agree with you, Rick. I don't bother people with those comments either. ISPs can have DNS issues. I do. Well, multiple ISPs were people using multiple different ISPs were having the problem with accessing that website. DNS servers across the world can have issues with replicating, but I think if there's multiple different ISPs having the problem, it's probably the web host has the best chance of being able to figure out what's going on and fix it. American Legend, I do IT services myself as Yates Networks. I remember Yates Networks. You've been around before under the name Yates Networks. I stopped uploading on YouTube in favor of other platforms, so my Yates Networks channel is gone now. I remember you. As was mentioned before, use different DNS with AT&T. Mark says, I am privacy conscious, but don't want to dominate the chat, so I'm going to sit back and listen for a bit. I just really appreciate channels like this. It honestly warms my heart. Thank you so much, Mark. Jonathan's asked for topic number 2. Let's go look at that. Topic number 2. Tim Sal, demonstrate Android lookup of Facebook password failure. Are we set up today for doing that, Tim?
I guess we could.
Yeah, it would be me connecting again remotely to your phone. You've already got the app on your phone that would allow me to do that. Of course, it's not a remote control, it's a remote viewing. And we can show what happens when you try to use that procedure that Savi Manor put in a link earlier this week for how to do, but you've reported to me that it doesn't work. So I'd like to document on the channel what doesn't work about it and what happens when you try that. Before we go there, I'm going to catch up in chat. What's the challenge, gas versus brakes, as you approach the wall? What's the challenge, gas? Oh, the brick wall. Let's see, I need to skip through these a little bit quicker. American Legend, agreed they do, but call to actions are effective and people still respond to it better, I believe. Yeah, you probably will get more likes and subscribes, but I really don't care that much about them. What I care about is that people watch the show. So, I mean, even Jim, I bet you're still not subscribed to my channel. Is that right?
That is correct, Doug.
Yeah.
Don't take it personally because I am only subscribed to one channel at all of the probably dozen or so that I watch.
Are you willing to tell us what channel that is out of curiosity?
Well, yeah, I could tell you. It's Kerry Holzman.
Oh, okay.
He's the only one, but I think he may be coming off the list shortly. All right.
Moving on. No, I don't take that personally at all, and I absolutely doesn't bother me in the least. But you're very often watching, very usually here on Saturdays in Zoom. That's so far more important.
Quick question, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 6 pictures of the brick wall. Do you have any one particular one you want me to use, or just a hole in the brick wall and see if I can replicate the brick to cover it?
Yeah, just one that has a missing brick. I think one of them has a hand in it, and that would
Yes.
not be a good one to do. They're just the one that like something like what I see behind Brian right now would be great. He's trying to figure out where the hole is. Yeah, that would be ideal. And that one is so structured, so even.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Some of the others had brick that had more variations of colors in it. That one should be just a nothing burger for that feature to do. I mean, it should just. I would expect that to just do a very, very perfect, amazing job. Okay, coming back into chat. Kenny Whidden, Brian, another brick in the wall. Let's see, audio okay. Mark again, I liked and subscribed to Rick Lakes. Still no audio after the refresh. Bronk9's not getting any. Oh, has no audio. Yeah, so that's obviously on his side. No audio after the refresh. Let me check through Bronk9.
Yeah,
He had to reboot. It's working now after rebooting, it looks like. Glad to know you're making content. It will extrapolate. Thank you. Tell your YouTube friends. Great. Hey, that's my new editor. Good to know. Like and subscribe. Check your various audio settings. See if somewhere you muted somebody trying to help them with that. Welcome, Ken. Oh, by the way, Ken, I heard you guys mentioning the Mac specific video editing software that you had never heard of. Now I can't even think of the name, but I used that for years for editing my aviation videos.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Gosh, I almost have it on the tip of my tongue.
What was that?
Somebody's going to bring it. Somebody's going to say it in chat. Let's see, Jim Cassandros, I have reinstalled the assistant on both. No avail. Launches, but cannot identify. Cannot identify the computer that it's installed on, or cannot identify what drivers are missing. Reinstalled the assistant on both. So there's more than one computer, I guess.
Now, I verified it here, Doug. When I go to run the support assistance, it immediately opens up a web page at Intel's site and it says, sorry, something went wrong while trying to scan.
Oh, now that's on HP computers.
No,
I thought
mine's
that's
not an HP. Intel, anything with Intel devices.
Okay, well, I think Jim Cassandros originally was reporting the problem with HP computer. Yeah, here it is up here. Whoops, I'm not displaying this. Up here at 17 minutes after the hour. Has anyone heard why Intel Driver Assistant has quit working on my HP desktop? So you verified, Brian, that it's working. It's also failing on your non-HP computer.
Correct.
And what did you say? What's the message?
I'm reading on the website right now. It just says, sorry, something went wrong while trying to scan. Now, normally it doesn't open up go out to the web and open up a web page from Intel, but apparently when it doesn't find any or something is wrong, this is what it does. Sort of like a fail-safe. And it says, basically you have 3 choices: reinstall, try scanning again, or view troubleshooting information. I have done neither because I seldom use the app anymore.
All right. Well, here when I do a Google search Intel Driver Assistant, something went wrong. I get a June 2020 and a September 4th, 2021. So that sounded like it is something that has happened before. And what they're telling us here, try different browser, try to remove the tool. Now I'm just going to scroll down and see if they find anything else. They're asking if you're running antivirus, Windows Defender, turned it off, no luck. Now I'm going to scroll all the way down and see if there's any reports of solutions. Sorry, something went wrong. Trying to scan and try all the steps above. After some time, touchpad stopped working. All attachments are down. Glad to know the problem was resolved. So here's somebody saying, let's see, hello, F Vita. Yes, when visiting the update page, it automatically update the driver and support assistant, and it fixed my and probably a lot of people's problem. So Brian, have you tried updating the Intel driver support assistant?
No, I've been too busy in Zoom rooms.
Ah, all right. Watching YouTube videos.
I suspect the latest Moments update might have done something here. So yeah, probably just reinstall might solve the problem.
Yeah, now it also, if an update to the Intel Assistant has caused a problem, then maybe going back to an older version might be the solution. Because like I reported recently on my XSplit, that was a solution for fixing a problem there. When I got in touch with their tech support, they said, we want you to install this particular version. I did that and solved my problem. I said, well, what was that about? Well, this was the old, and this is the previous version. And we have stopped pushing out the updated version that just caused you a problem, caused me a problem. So has Cassandros gone to update that or downdate it, backdate it, go backwards to an older version? Alex's website, old HP computer no longer supported. Ken's YouTube channel link being given, had to reboot. Yes, Yates Networks, I remember that from years ago. Rick also remembers you from that name. Having glitches since installing Bronc 9 to Brian. Having glitches since install Wi-Fi card. Doug, not to sidetrack you, but I'm very interested in this company and what it is doing when it comes to upgradability. Its upgradability apparently goes much farther than I thought. Great engineering. Take a look at this later. Okay, I'll go bring that up and get a peek at what we're looking at. Oh, were you joking there? This is showing Linus Tech Tips, which has had a big hack takeover recently.
That was about the framework he was talking about, the framework laptop.
Oh, the framework laptop I was looking into last week. Okay.
Yeah, they're not supporting it the way they were going to, quite as quick.
Meaning Linus Tech Tips not supporting framework, or framework not supporting their computers?
Framework is not coming out like the 40 series RTX chips as quick as they said they would.
Ah, all right.
And Linus is complaining.
All right, got it. Yeah, I think I saw something this morning that gave me the impression that the Linus Tech Tips and affiliated channels are coming back online.
I don't follow him.
Frankie B says, we are the collective, resistance is futile. Are you a Star Trek fan, Rick asks. Sounds like a slogan from a country I know. Just wondering if anyone heard anything. Same message here in regards to the Intel driver updater. I also use the driver updater. Occasionally I have problems. Maybe give it a few days and try again. Kind of as a general rule, try my best not to be the earliest person to updates. Patience sometimes solves problems.
Doug, I just reinstalled the driver support assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing it says is, we need to restart your computer.
Okay.
So I did not, and I ran it anyhow, and it works.
Oh, it works after updating it. Okay. So
I blame Microsoft with the Moments update.
Oh, you think? Gee, there'd be a shocker.
Hey, I've got a screen set up over here on Baby Beast that I left it here thinking that I might show it today, but it's on the topic of updates. I restarted Big Beast and Baby Beast this morning, which I don't always do before a show. Just decided to do it this morning for some reason. But after restarting Baby Beast, I figured I want to relaunch LogMe and Rescue in case I want to connect remotely to somebody's device today. And it prompted for an update. And so I let it do the update. And here's what happened. I'm going to bring this up on the YouTube screen. Wrong button. Here. So it did the update, and this graphic went from left to right, and it's ready for me to click on this button for launched updated version. But does anything about that screen look wrong? I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it very well.
That's 7%.
7% of the update completed.
But they probably going to do the 93% when you reboot. So,
well, it's not prompting for reboot. It's just saying launch the updated version.
oh, you're right. Yeah.
But I thought that was funny and weird and a little bit concerning.
No, that was the junior developer doing the install procedure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, math is not his favorite forte.
Yeah. Somebody new on the totem pole, new person in the company designed that update interface. So launch updated version. And then it sends me a notification, which shows up on my cell phone. And it's just uses the LogMe and Authenticator, and I just touch a button to accept. Don't have to put in a code.
I just lost power.
What? You just lost power?
Generators at the house just kicked in.
Oh. All right. So then I'm going to go back with chat. That's all I was going to show with that update. Of course, I don't know if the program's going to work very well. Let's see. Londog, no, please watch the video and not the catchy grab line. All right. So I'm going back to, I made a bad decision framework. Don't worry about that. But he's saying watch the video. Okay. I will watch it later. Snow, I put off updates on my computers a week or so. Clients get them right away, but for me, I wait 2 or 3 days. Framework, not Fractal, LOL, is releasing AMD build 16-inch models, is what I saw earlier today from Linus Tech Tips. On Doug, good policy, don't be in a rush. I don't care for framework personally. Now, back half a year ago, I think it was, around January or something, I think I was talking about getting a framework computer, or maybe it was back in 2022. And since then, I've decided I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a different strategy with the cabin this summer. I think I'm not going to try to live stream from there, and I'll spend like an overnighter up there and take it as truly time off. Rather than buying equipment that I can live stream from up there and stay up there for a few days at a time, which is what I've done the last couple of years.
Are you sure other Dougs will go along with it?
No, I'm not. I don't really give a rip about whether they agree or not. I'll leave them here. Same. Looks like Mark decided against the framework too. What it came down to is spending a bunch of money so that I have less relaxation time at the cabin. On what planet did that make sense? Bobby says, Doug, I'll ask Carrie to build a computer for me. It's a gaming computer. Oh, awesome. Where am I going to? Tim. Let's get connected to your phone and go see what is up with that. Let's see, I'll do this. Now, Tim, there should be an app on your phone.
It's open.
Oh, you got it open already. All right. So then, does it give you a button to click on to initiate the link?
I'm waiting on a PIN code.
PIN code you need. All right. There we go. Yeah. The code is 245683. It's on screen now on YouTube. I didn't type in a name soon enough, so you're coming in as customer. Let you know how much we care about you here. We're going to call you customer. And then, so this is pretty quick and easy to establish to a cell phone that I've already connected to. It's already done. We're here. And then let's see, switch remote control in a new window. This calls it remote control here, but there's nothing about it that I've seen that's actually remote control. So I've got you on screen now, and we want to go see how to do that. Look up the Facebook password in your cell phone settings. Now, I'm almost can remember how to get to it or call up the instructions somewhere. Oh, you know what? Here's another thing. I'm going to take a little aside here. I went in, I tried asking ChatGPT for the instructions. How do I look up my password on my Android phone? And it came back saying, as a, what does it call itself? As a artificial intelligence or whatever it calls itself. It's not safe for me to tell you how to look up somebody else's password. And I said, well, it's my password. And it still wouldn't do that. It didn't want to do that, even though the instructions are easily available on Google. All right. Do you remember how to get to it, Tim? Go into settings and account and the, what you may call it. Now talk through it. Don't just go zipping there. Tell us what you're doing.
I went to the home screen.
Home screen. And then what?
I'm going to pull down the drop-down menu. There's a little gear icon there, settings.
In the upper right. Okay.
And now I'm scrolling down and I'm looking. Don't know what I'm looking for.
Security and privacy, I think.
Here it is, security and privacy. I clicked on that.
And then scroll down maybe. Privacy updates, biometrics, secure folder, privacy, Samsung Pass, Samsung blockchain key store. There it is.
What is that? I've never seen that before.
Well, that's where it's going to store your passwords.
So I click on that.
Yeah. So you're saying you haven't gone there before?
No, I haven't.
You responded to me saying you don't use Google Password Manager, and
I don't.
I didn't think that was going to be the case but your cell phone is still somehow automatically signing you in.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure that out for weeks. How is it remembering this?
Yeah, so it makes sense that it'd be a Samsung password blockchain. Now, we're seeing a blank screen. Are you seeing anything on your side?
Samsung blockchain key store, and got 3 topics there. Safe and secure, easy sign-in transactions, protect virtual assets, and then at the bottom a big old link button, continue.
So the 3 things that you read to us, we can't see because apparently that information isn't allowed to come over through the remote viewing.
Mm-hmm.
Are those check boxes? Are those buttons to click on? Are those just information?
Looks like information. I don't see anything to where there's no check boxes. Just
okay,
continue
so
down at the bottom.
Then let's do continue.
And by clicking that, you're agreeing to its terms and conditions. I'm clicking on that. And that didn't take me anywhere. It's just give me more info. Keep your assets safe. Don't store recovery phrases or pins with anyone. I'm going to click continue again.
That tells me that it's not actually storing his passwords there. What that tells me, what he's going through, tells me that it's a feature on his phone that he has never used, that is trying to do the initial setup. So it wouldn't be able to store his passwords there for his Facebook or whatever because he hasn't ever set it up.
That might be the case, but there's something that is somehow letting him get into Facebook without having to enter a password. Because if he logs out of the app, when he reopens the app, it automatically goes all the way into Facebook without any form of a password. Is that right, Tim?
Yeah, this looks like it's taking me down a road to create this thing. So this is
Yeah,
something
so
I've never been.
I agree with what Alex said. I don't think that's going to take us the right way.
My suspicion is that it's something to do with the Facebook app. The information is actually stored within the Facebook app. Because if he was to uninstall the Facebook app and completely delete it, it would ask you to relog it again.
Yeah, it could be.
I have done that. I've uninstalled it, reinstalled it, and somehow it's logging back in without a password, which is very interesting.
Now, we did also see in your Facebook account that there's a place where there were devices that were remembered on your Facebook account. And I think we saw that there were 2 listed for your cell phone, and we had determined that one of them was from your home location and the other was from your work location. Am I remember? You agree with that? I'm remembering that right?
Yeah, because I'm on 2 different Wi-Fi networks, one at work, one at home.
Right. And so Facebook sees that as 2 different phones. Now, because that's remembered on Facebook's side, is it letting you automatically log into Facebook because it's recognizing your device as an authorized device without your device actually entering the credentials? I don't know.
I'm thinking it's remembering the MEDI.
MEI, the identifier for your card, your chip that's in that phone.
SIM card.
SIM card. Thank you. Let's go back to a prior screen, or maybe go back to your home page, and let's take another exploration look. You know what? I'm going to go pull up that. I'm bringing the Zoom panel back on screen. I'm going to go back to the show from, when was it that Zavi gave us that link? Oh, I emailed it to you, didn't I? I think I emailed that to you, Tim.
Last Saturday, wasn't it?
I saw it in the chat comments.
I think it was a subsequent day. I think it was Monday. Oh, the comments on the video. That's right. It was on the comments for that video. All right.
Yeah, I was at work when I saw that. I was like, huh? Okay.
Actually, not chat comments, but I think Zavi put that in on comments on the Saturday show video. So I'm bringing that up. You're seeing it on the YouTube. Nope, it's not there from last Saturday's show.
I thought it was Monday.
Yeah, let's try that. Because I was thinking it was.
Because I wasn't able to watch. Wasn't able to watch that show Monday because I was so busy at work, but I saw it after work.
Here's the Tuesday show.
Maybe it was Saturday. I don't
remember. You know something else that was an anomaly is Zavi's comment was hidden from me. I couldn't see it until
it was hidden.
Yeah, I could. So I'm going back to Saturday's show, and if I change to newest first, yep, there it is. I had to go to newest first. Otherwise, Zavi's comment was completely blocked from my view. Go figure that.
That's odd. Oh, and you see where I wrote back to him.
Right. I didn't read your read. I do not Facebook password store on my phone. No password manager. Gets hacked so much I stopped doing that stuff. Then here. Yeah, so in the Google, those instructions were specifically the Google account, and you said that you don't use a Google account. Now, let's show the audience and let's document what happens when we try to go down that path, because you do have a Google account. We know that because you have a YouTube account. YouTube account is a Google account.
Yeah, you gotta have a Google account to even have Android.
Well, that's right. Of course, of course. So I've got your phone up on screen again. Could you go back into settings? All right, then we're looking for where to get to your Google account through the phone. I was expecting it to be near the top of that list, but that starts with display. Really? Are we at the top of your settings screen?
No.
Oh,
Okay, here's Google services.
go all the way up to the top. Scroll all the way to the top of this screen. The other top. There. Okay, so up where it says Tim Sal, touch on that. Samsung account, Tim Sal profile, security and privacy. This is where we went last time, right? Manage your Google account, password manager. Is there anything in here that says Google account?
This is Samsung account.
Yeah, it is Samsung account. But I would expect...
That's not Google. This is stuff I don't use.
Linked accounts, Microsoft.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
got that linked.
All right, let's go on back to that Google services that you saw. I don't feel that that's the right place. We'll try. Accounts. Right above that, it says accounts and backup. Try that.
Mm-hmm.
Does that get us to a Google account? Samsung Cloud, manage accounts, backup data, bring data.
This is all linked to OneDrive. There's Google Drive, which I don't use.
How about near the top where it says manage accounts? Is that touchable?
There's Facebook.
Facebook. All right.
Let's click on that.
Yeah, let's have a look there. Sync account, sync. Okay, so touch Facebook. Don't remove it.
Nothing.
It doesn't go anywhere?
Nope.
Now, when you uninstalled the app, you probably uninstalled the app without coming into here. I'm wondering if it kept your data for the app.
Probably. I hate to remove that, then it'll lock me out altogether.
Yeah, me too. I'm not a fan of that. How about if you touch Facebook and pull a little bit left, pull a little bit right? Do you get any other options? Nothing. All right, then let's upper left corner. Let's go back one level. So, but we were trying to get to a Google account. So, is there a Google account listed in here?
Yeah, right underneath Facebook.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. And yeah, let's do that. And sync account, Google account, security or personalization. Is that touchable? Or it says Google account info security.
Yes,
okay.
it is.
Data and privacy, privacy and personalization, manage your data and privacy, security tips. Now I'm looking back. I'm going to turn my head over to the instructions here. See, on your phone settings, scroll down, tap Google, manage your Google account. Have we seen manage your Google account? Is that what we're in now?
Manage your data and privacy. I'm scrolling down really slow.
Yeah, that's fine. Also looking for a security tab. You have security tips. Different. See help options.
Sounds like those instructions may be written for the computer because you have those same. There's an option if you sign into your Google account on the computer, you can click on Manage Google account and then go to Security, and that's where you got all your two-factor and everything.
Well,
I have been down that road on the computer.
Yeah, but these instructions at the beginning says to see your Facebook password on Android, you need to navigate to your Google account via your phone's settings. So no, that's not on the computer.
I'm not seeing it.
Switching back to chat, see if somebody's telling us the solution. Yes, go to, do you see Samsung Pass? Yeah, but we're in Google now. Forget Google, it's Samsung Pass.
Ran Israel said something about if you go up about 4 messages to check something in there.
Launch Google app from the All Apps list. Tap the avatar, choose Manage your Google account. Okay, let's try that. And then we'll go look at what essentially working too hard is saying. Because we already went down the road for Samsung Pass, I think, and found that that hasn't been set up. So let's go to the Google app. The Google app from the All Apps list. So let's get out of this settings screen. The All Apps list. Do you know how to?
That's all the apps.
Yeah. So then launch the Google app. I see it on the second row from the top. Okay.
I just launched it.
Then tap the avatar in the upper right.
That would be me.
Yep. And
Okay.
then manage your Google account. Button there. This is where we were. This is where we were. Okay. And then let's see. Is there now those tabs at the top, home, personal info, data, privacy. It looks like that will scroll off to the right. If there's other things. Yeah.
Security.
So we want the security tab. All right. Then scroll down and tap on password manager. Not password. Looking for password manager. Keep going. Password manager. There.
We'll go there.
Start saving passwords.
passwords.
So they are not saved there.
Yeah, I have it turned off.
Yeah.
And
That's what you said.
Yeah, it syncs across all my computers too. Whatever I do on here is going to be on my computer. So if I save a bookmark, it'll be on my computer automatically.
Oh, now wait a minute. Are you?
There's a gear icon up there though.
But now wait a minute. Did you just say that when you save your password on one device, it'll be across the others? But I thought you had you have this turned off.
That's Google Chrome.
Oh, bookmarks. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, bookmarks. That's not. This says start saving passwords, which tells us you don't have this turned on.
No, I don't want it turned on.
Yeah, go ahead and try that gear icon. Let's just see what's there. Offer to save passwords. Yeah, so those switches are clearly turned off.
I did that on purpose years ago.
All right. So that's not where your phone is getting you into Facebook.
Here, you declined. Oh, yeah, I declined Amazon and Facebook. It tried to save it.
You specifically, perhaps that means you declined them while you had the service turned on, and then you turned it off? Because it's currently set to never ask you, so you wouldn't have been asked for Amazon or Facebook.
When I got the new phone, it was set to on by default and didn't realize it, and I turned it off.
All right. Well, we have
demonstrated that.
Yeah, we have demonstrated this. We've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish to document that that is not an option for you, and that is not what's causing Facebook to automatically relog in for you on your phone. And in regards to the other suggestions that people have said, that to just start a new account, I think my impression from you is you just rather just continue using Facebook on your phone.
Until the phone dies.
Yeah.
Then it's done.
Or the possibility that somebody will come up with the answer as to what the solution is here. And one of the things I think you came up with, Tim, was that what is the parent company?
Meta.
Meta. I was going to say Beta. Then I'd say, no, that's not right. So then I was going to try Alpha. And no, it's not that. Meta. You found something that indicated that Meta was making some kind of move to bring all their subordinate companies together in terms of credentials, and so maybe there's some solution's gonna come up
I
that way.
believe they're moving things and they have broken something and haven't completely moved it all yet in the background and hasn't published it. It's unpublished, like a web page.
Yeah, that certainly could be the case. And when
And
you
then
were
along somewhere else through my research, you could set one of your Facebook friends, which I haven't tried yet, to recover your password. I haven't been down that road yet, neither.
But it sure, from what we've shown so far, it sure is massively broken in the sense that your phone won't let you reset the password, but yet your phone will let you fully use your Facebook account. And they say for security reasons we can't complete some element of that reset procedure we were trying to do.
Yeah, somehow it's remembering the SIM card identification number. That's really odd.
Yeah. I'm going to go catch up with chat. Let's see. Bobby's asking Jim for a parts list. I'd be interested in the build he was doing last night. Bobby, do you not want to buy that build that Kerry Holzman was doing yesterday?
That looks heavy.
Yeah, when I first saw that he was going to do it, I was thinking, well, just for grins, I could say, hey, this 1 year build that I have here is about a year long now. Is it time for me to buy another one? No. It might be a bit above budget. Kerry will charge someone to talk on the phone while he comes out with the parts. So there are a few added expenses. Depends upon what he wants in the first place. Sometimes when you uninstall an app on a program, the setting file is often left. You can reinstall the app. Yeah, so that appears to be what Tim experienced. Samsung Pass is a password manager that Tim has not activated. We saw that it's not activated either. Switch from top comments to all comments. That's most likely where it's located. Yeah, we found that for Zavi's comment. Ken to Bobby. Most of us do. I was kidding you. Rick to Bobby would be cheaper. If you had one of us here or Ken Stout live, figure out the parts list. Yeah, let's let Ken Stout put together a parts list. That'll be a winner, right? Let's see. He's not even there to give a facial reaction.
I didn't
even catch
how hard can it be? You need a case, you need a motherboard, you need a processor, you need memory, you need a power supply. I got it all covered.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work.
Now, the first question when anybody wants a parts list is what's the budget? You got to tell me that up front, otherwise.
Well, I think you'd also be asking, what are you going to do with the computer?
No, I think he said it was supposed to be a gaming computer.
Oh, did he? All right.
I believe that was
but still, that's a really broad category. What do you mean a gaming computer? What games? Are you going to be, and with those games, are you going to be competing? Because there are games that you can actually earn money in competition.
That could be anywhere from $800 to $10,000 computer.
Yeah, depending on what it is. Yeah.
Here's a thought, Doug.
Yeah.
You can sell Bobby the big beast build, then you can buy Kerry's new build, and both you've accomplished quite a bit.
Right.
Wow.
Well, it sounded like he wasn't going to show pulling the old motherboard out of that case and the new one in. I'm kind of intrigued to watch that. I wish he would show that, because that's very.
The second question is you want it to be an Intel or an AMD build, because that will also affect what I choose.
Yeah. And part of that might be asking, does he have a preference? May or may not. And then you might chime in with your thoughts.
There's lots of questions. There's a number of questions.
Well, and that would be, let's see, that was for Bobby, right?
Yeah.
I think that'd be, if you and Bobby are willing, my channel or your channel, I think it'd really be interesting to have that conversation on a video. I think it would be of use to other people, but I have no idea how Bobby would feel about that being in a video. And you're kind of got your hand on the desk like you're not interested in doing that.
No, it's not a question I'm not interested in doing, Doug. You see this right here? This is the first solid meal I've had since Thursday.
Oh, you're saying that you're busy.
No, it's not a question of busy.
Oh, no, you're sick.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling all that great.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think he likes building computers for people in Zoom.
Yeah, we went down that road before. I don't know.
I don't
know. We want to go down that road again. Thank you very much.
Well, it would perhaps show whether there is a cause-effect relationship.
Yeah.
I don't want to get divorced.
Okay, moving back to chat. Let's see. Rick to Bobby, be cheaper if you had one of us here. Catherine Anna Hausman, she can get something worked for free. Yes, they do force it on us, don't they? Same with an Apple ID for iPhone. I don't know why. We all just say, yeah, okay, I'll do it. Now, I did check it out on my iPhone, and yes, I can look up my Facebook password through the Apple keychain, whatever they call it. It didn't have Tim's password in there though. What happens when we all say no? I don't want a Google account, which more people would. Samsung Pass is a password manager. Understood. Ran Israel. The instructions are wrong. That's kind of common, isn't it? Launch Google app from the all apps list. Yeah, we got through that part. Someone in Zoom, please tell Doug. Go to Samsung Pass. Forget it. Samsung Pass. Where it says personal info. So we got through all of that. Dead end. Don't use bookmarks very much anymore. I synchronize bookmarks between all my computers. Very, very useful for me. Ida Rivera, why not activating it and then save the password, then look it up? Interesting. Would you be able to? Would it be if you were to
have to type in the password though, wouldn't you?
Actually,
unless something else is submitting the password, and this password manager could capture that.
Hey, Doug, you have RoboForm, correct?
I do.
Or LastPass?
Both.
If you have, I'm just spitballing because I don't know anything about those. But if you have Facebook on your computer right now, which you probably do, when you installed RoboForm, did it get the password out of Facebook?
Well, it actually. Yes and no. Here's more to the point. I have experience because I have both LastPass and the other one, RoboForm. And I have experience where when RoboForm enters a password for me, then LastPass asks, do you want me to remember this password? And I can click yes, even though I don't have to enter the password. So meaning one password manager submits the password, the other password manager can capture it.
Can you go into RoboForm and find the password later? I mean, click in the password for RoboForm and go, there is my Comerica password.
Yes, I can do that with both LastPass and RoboForm. I can go in and click a button to display the password.
What if you install RoboForm on his phone and it grabbed all the passwords and go into RoboForm and look at them?
Yes. Or either of those other password managers, the Samsung or the Google, turn either of them on. They might capture the password that's being entered through some other mechanism that we haven't figured out.
Then use the password for the password manager to see the passwords.
Right. What do you think, Tim?
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I won't fool with that today, but that can be a later project because I'm not in no rush right now.
Yeah. I sense that it's not a critical.
This is Facebook we're talking about after all.
Yeah.
It's not a life or death.
Right.
It wouldn't bother me if it disappears altogether. I hate to lose it though, because it's a great tool for advertising, photo or computer stuff.
Yeah, you do use it, and it is some part of your business. So yeah, that sounds quite feasible, because something on your phone is getting you back into Facebook, whether that something knows the password or not.
Just need to know what
Because
that
I'm sure.
something is.
Well,
I mean,
maybe you
know,
don't. Maybe you don't need to know it. If you activate one of those other password managers, they might capture the password without you ever becoming aware of what mechanism is storing it. Although, since you are reluctant to have anything knowing your passwords, you might be wanting to find out what that is, and maybe going through the experience will reveal to you what the other mechanism is.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something we can try.
Yeah. Coming back to chat, Speedy C. So that was Ida that came up with that idea. That good idea. Hi, Doug and Chad. Boy, am I late. Some hellos. It would only save it if he entered it. He does not enter it. Well, that was my first reaction when I first started reading this. Well, wouldn't he have to type it in? And that maybe not, because I don't have to type it into LastPass if RoboForm already knows it. Assuming that Meta is still processing the procedure, maybe the official password procedure will work now. Number 12, boy, am I that far behind? Number 12 was Ken's thing, right? Rick V, set people up on password manager, never let them save passwords onto a browser, must go to RoboForm or Bitword. I'm okay with saving passwords onto a browser if they're doing it right, and that's the big problem. You have to have a two-factor protected account on that browser, such as if you're doing with Microsoft Edge, you have to be logged into a Microsoft account on Edge and have a good password and have two-factor. And then the same thing with Google. But other than that, and then still there's another problem with it, is like with a Google account. Well, I know I should talk this through with the Microsoft account because it kind of makes more sense to do this. Let's say you have your computer's logging in with the Microsoft account, and your Edge browser is saving passwords, and your Edge browser is signed in with your Microsoft account. When you go to display passwords, I probably would want to test this to make sure I'm saying it right, but I believe it only asks for your PIN. So if you've assigned a Microsoft Hello PIN so that you can sign into your computer with a PIN, when you go to display the password, you have to, before you have successfully unlocked the display of those passwords, you have to enter your PIN or your account password. If it's a Google account, then the Google account password. Microsoft account, Microsoft password. But if you have Hello set up to log in with when you start your computer up with a PIN, you just need to know that PIN. Do other people in your office or your home know your PIN? That means they can go in and look up all your passwords. Say again, Gary?
They should not, but they should not know the PIN. But yes,
Yeah.
you're correct with that, definitely. And you do not have to be signed on with an account with Microsoft. I mean, we know how to get around that, but you still have to enter in your password to see it in Edge.
Well, you don't have to be signed into Microsoft password to be using the password manager in Edge, but for it to be secure.
Well, no, it's still going to ask for your machine password. If you're, like, say you're signed on right now and you're in Edge, and I go say, oh, I'm going to look at the password for his bank, it'll still ask for your password.
Yeah, good point. Good point. It'll ask for your computer's password. So you have to make that secure too. If the people in your home, you're not worried about them poking around in your accounts, then that's a choice you have to make. But how many people would be aware of that? I mean, most people that use the password manager in a browser aren't aware that they can be displayed.
But it's same as RoboForm. You have to know the RoboForm password. If I know that password, it's if you're giving your password out, you're giving your password out.
Yeah,
if she knows it.
Well, with doing it with RoboForm or LastPass, when you go to display the password, you have to use your RoboForm or your LastPass password, which is less likely that people in your office or your home would know that. They might know the password for opening up your computer, but less likely. I mean, it's easier to not reveal your password manager.
I agree with your statement, but I disagree with it in the sense that at our place, you do not tell your password. It'd be like telling here, give me your credit card for the day.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Well, you are in a secure environment. Most
Yes,
of my clients are not. They don't have secrets from each other within the company in a small business environment.
Then if I want to run a check for $1,000 for expenses, I do it under your name and thank you, Doug.
Well, yeah, there's nobody does checks except for the people who do have check writing capability there's other security other than their computer. They're not doing checks on the computer.
If you can look up information at work, you can also direct, parts here, shipment here. I mean, if you don't have very few employees have a computer that don't have a way to do something that would cost the company money. How's that?
Yeah. Well, in the reality in the small business environment, if an employee got upset at the company, there's a lot that they can do. But that is criminal activity, and it's been very, very rare in my experience. I have had it happen. I have had employees steal against the business. I had an employee myself that stole against my clients.
Well, I was with insurance. I've told you that's no secret. We had a lady that did, she did individual POs for like office supplies and whatnot. Well, we were giving out watches for, whatever. Anyway, she entered watches and they were $1,000 watches for friends and family.
Yeah. All right.
It was like $18,000. Oh, wait a minute. Not cool, as they say.
Criminals are real. Let's go for RoboForm or Bitwarden. Let's see, then going on. Saw a screen specifically listing Facebook in the do not save list. Maybe removing it from there could work. I don't think that would be of interest.
Doug, here's food for thought for you.
Yeah.
When I was in college, they never made me change my password. Once I changed it once, they never made me change the password. It stayed the same for the whole 8 years that I was there. My computer login password for the domain. But at high school, they made us change our computer login passwords every 90 days.
A difference in security conscientiousness, I would say. Continuing on, AAA games ran Israel. Maybe the password stored in Chrome or Android. I don't think the Facebook app would recognize a password stored on Chrome on Android, but Tim doesn't use that anyway. Lawn Dog, this is a great idea. Try installing a password manager. Bitwarden will grab the password. Yeah. So we've got that covered. Forgot the word not. Those words get in. Also, what happens if he logs out of Facebook having activated password manager? It'll be captured then. Yes. Yeah, so if he installs a password manager, he would have to log out of the Facebook app, then reopen it. It should automatically log in, and the password manager offer to capture it. I think that's very promising, Ida. Ken Stout Live. No, number 14 was Ken's things. Number 12 is 12 is virtual machine. Show how to create a virtual machine. All right. Once you have, I don't know, somebody had specifically requested that earlier. I've done it before. We've done it on the show, so we may go back to do that today, depending upon how the rest of this goes. Zvi Minor in the phone, go to passwords.google.com in Chrome. But Tim, you already know that you do not have password manager enabled, and although that's Google. How about we try this, Tim? Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let's get go back to the remote app because I dropped the connection.
Oh.
Let's get connected again. I'm going to look through.
Let's see.
What browser most people are encrypted want to
actually close it in the background and reopen it.
It's all
right, waiting on a pin.
All right. 565417. Good point. Greg M says changing your password frequently is not any more secure. People simply append one or two onto the existing passwords. So you need to be training them to do better. And I'm not a big fan of changing passwords frequently. There's arguments both ways. I do have specific strategies about passwords, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Maybe that should be another list. Pardon?
I don't change them until something starts acting goofy, and I've noticed after I change it, it starts working great again.
More than just browsers. Strong password randomly generated. I don't like that either, but that's a discussion for another time. Although if you have password managers on all your devices, you're not writing that randomly generated down somewhere else. I do have some of my passwords are randomly generated. Changing your password usually results in weaker password, just poor policy. Usually, yeah, that's the point there. If that's what's happening, then that's not a good policy. American legend, unless your administrator is managing your account credentials, best to set it and forget it. Less is more. I do not think you have to log out Facebook in order for Bitwarden to do its scan for passwords. Interesting. It's human nature to make it memorable and easy. That's the last thing you want. There are password managers for that stuff. No dog names, no grandbabies, no names. That's also part of the longer discussion that I'm not going to go into now. Agree with you on that. Usually my passwords are weak at insurance companies' websites that require changing the password. Usually add one number and continue. Human nature. Okay, so I'm caught up on chat. I didn't read everything in, but you saw me looking at them all and read the ones that I chose to. So then we're going to switch to remote control in a new window, but again, it's not actually remote control. And maximize that. Then, what Javi was saying is in the phone, go to passwords.google.com.chrome. So launch the Chrome browser on the phone. Are you working on that, Tim?
I got the Google open.
Is that the Chrome browser?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it. Why am I not seeing it? I'm still seeing the Log Me and Rescue panel.
Huh.
Try
It's connected.
It's
Rescue
connected.
control is active.
Let's see. Do I have a refresh here? Try going to your home screen.
That's home.
All right. I'm going to end this remote connection and I should be able to relaunch it here. Let's see. View the customer's device on this button. Do you see what I'm displaying on the YouTube stream, Tim?
It says remote control started by DougBetts.
On your computer, do you see what I'm displaying on the YouTube stream?
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing.
Okay, I'm gonna hit home.
Oh, there it goes. Went home. Okay. Now then go to Google Chrome.
Okay.
Okay, so that is Google Chrome there for putting in an address. Let's see, get back here. He says in the phone, go to, okay, put in the address URL bar, passwords.google.com.
Passwords what?
.google.com.
.google.
Com.
Okay.
There you go.
And go.
Yep. Password manager. Welcome to your password manager. You haven't saved any passwords in your Google account yet. Add saved password. So no dice, which is what Tim had declared, that he doesn't have this password manager turned on.
There's a red dot on that gear icon.
Okay. Let's have a look.
What is that? Oh, same stuff.
Is there anything red if you scroll down? Yeah, this is where we see the 2 declined apps that apparently happened.
Same thing.
Previously. Yeah, same thing. We've seen that. So no dice. Morton says click the red dot. So we did that, but we didn't see anything else of interest after that red dot. Perhaps the red dot was trying to attract us to go there to turn on the password manager. Well, how about if you just go ahead and turn it on, Tim? Okay, offer to save passwords. Now this auto sign-in, automatically sign into websites using stored credentials. Yeah, I think turn that on too. And then we'll have you log out of Facebook and log in again and see if the Google Password Manager will capture it. So there he brought up the Facebook app. And in the upper right corner, I think you would touch your profile icon.
All the way to the bottom.
Oh, scroll to the bottom. There's log out. Okay.
Log out.
Log out of your account. Yeah. All right.
Watch this. It doesn't ask for a password.
Okay. So touch login.
Bam.
Now, did Google capture that? But now we haven't. This is just the app. How about in a browser? Go to facebook.com and try signing in through a browser.
Should I use a different browser or the same one?
I'd choose the same one, Chrome, Google Chrome, yeah. And I'm seeing the suggestions there. We'll get to that. Here's login. Okay, login.
You might want to blur that.
Hang on a second. Type 1 character for me. Yeah, we can't see it. So, but you're actually typing in the password. It hasn't brought that in. You're typing in what you believe to be the password, which is
the old one.
Facebook rejects it. So then when you click login after typing that password in, it's saying, oh, up at the top, it says, let's see, I can display this, right?
Yeah.
But the top says you used an old password. If you've forgotten your current password, you can request a new one. Now we've been through that. It doesn't work. So now,
just for the heck of it.
Okay.
Maybe they fixed their broken thing.
Well, that's true. Eventually,
no, still the same thing.
Still the same thing. Just takes you back to do the password again. But now go back to the Google password in Chrome And was there an import option there? Yeah, import passwords. Let's see if we can import passwords. Use your screen lock. Verify your security. Let's make sure it's used. To access your account, verify to you by confirming your screen lock. Use your screen lock. I guess you have to touch that lock and the unlock. Use your unlock code or face recognition, whatever you use.
It doesn't do anything.
Oh, when you touch that, it's not responding?
Yeah, the only thing I can touch is continue.
All right, let's try that.
Now it's, there we go.
Did that do a face recognition?
Fingerprint.
Fingerprint. All right. To import passwords to your Google account, select a CSV file. Oh, we don't have that.
That would be Excel, right?
Well, yeah, but you have to do an export first. So that would be like if you exported your passwords from a password manager. So I was hoping or thinking that this might have imported passwords from other capabilities on your phone. So that's where Wondermute is asking, where does import passwords pull from? Well, from CSV file. He has disabled Facebook from Greg. He hasn't he hasn't disabled Facebook. He told the Google Password Manager to not. Oh, hey, good point. No, he's right. Tim, we told Google not to remember your Facebook password. So we got to go remove that from your Google Password Manager. Tell it to not ignore Facebook. He's right. So passwords.google.com is one way to get there. Are you in the, is this a good, yeah, you are on a Google screen. Start saving passwords. I thought we already turned this on. It is on. Okay, but scroll down and remove the prohibition from remembering Facebook. Okay, so that's gone now, right?
Yep.
We couldn't really tell that you touched the X, but that's what you did. And then left arrow to go back to the prior screen. And let's see, Facebook Manager. So this is going to have to be log out of the app and then log back into the app. We can't log into Facebook through the web browser because we don't have the right password. So go back to the Facebook app, log out, and log in. There's logging out. And log in. All right, then go back to the Google Password Manager and see if it's now remembered that password. It still says start saving.
Where would it show it?
Yeah, it's not showing it here, is it? Automatic sign in, password exports, add a shortcut to your home screen. It's not, scroll down again. On-device encryption, one to client side or app. I'm thinking that maybe once it does remember a site, it'll add it into this section. I'm thinking we're just not seeing that section because we don't have one remembered yet.
Probably.
Looking back at chat. Remove Facebook. Do not save password list. Yeah, we got that. Hey, Doug, what's the goal right now from Harambe? I may restate that in a moment. William Dawson, time is not a huge factor. I think nothing much over a minute would be good. I think that's referring to Ken's timer on his show. Never mind, only import CSV. I gave up, sorry. Someone in chat can let me know the current issue. You didn't log out of Facebook properly. I will restate it in a moment. We've been at the current issue for a while. Password problem on a phone, Tim can't log into Facebook on his phone. No, that's not true. That's not an accurate statement. I'll restate it in a moment. We'll intermediate to Harambe. Tim can only get into Facebook on his phone. He does not remember the password, but the phone still authenticates. Cannot reset password on any device. Yeah, in last Saturday's live stream, we went through 2 hours worth of trying to reset Tim's Facebook password. He cannot log into Facebook on a computer. His phone will sign into Facebook, and it doesn't require him to enter the password. We've tried resetting the password, recovering the account on the computer and on the phone, been through lots of stuff. Not going to reiterate everything that we tried, but a lot of promising ideas that have come up and have failed. But somehow, we don't know how, his phone is signing into Facebook again. And all of the methods where his phone may have the correct password remembered are not admitting or showing that they have that capability turned on or remembered. Now, it might be that Facebook knows his phone, because we have confirmed on his Facebook account that Facebook knows Tim's phone, both at his home and at his work location. Tim, have you tried logging out of Facebook and then log back in from a location other than your home or your work?
Yes, I have.
What happened?
Same thing. Works fine.
Oh, so it signs in, but Facebook does not.
But it's not remembering the location.
Yeah, it's not.
Cell phone data tower.
Well, it's not remembering it as another device. Facebook is not actually remembering the locations. It's remembering devices that apparently it recognizes it differently from your home or your work. Now, here's a possibility, Tim. Both your home and your work, you're connected to the internet through Wi-Fi, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other location that you tried it, were you connected through a Wi-Fi or were you connected through a cell tower?
Cell tower.
So if you go to some other location where you're connected through Wi-Fi, that might produce different results. Do you see the reasoning there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's when you connect through a cell tower, it's not recognizing that as a different device. But if you connect to some other Wi-Fi and maybe even turn off your cellular data and then log out of Facebook and log back in, that might function differently in a way that might give you a clue. Might not.
I haven't tried it.
Could be an excuse for you to come over to my house next Saturday.
Yeah.
Because that gives us the opportunity to, document it.
Of course, this is a new phone and your password is not saved on it like the old one was.
My Wi-Fi password. Well, that's probably a good thing. That's probably a good thing to give you another fresh connection. All right. I never said that I had the statement right. So to clarify, he's logged into Facebook on the phone, app and browser. Are you able to sign into Facebook on the browser through your phone?
No.
No, that does not work. And does not, Now, Tim knows the password that he knows to his recollection is the current password, but Facebook claims his password was changed about a year ago. He does not remember changing that password. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, you have no recollection of having changed the password, which I don't find unusual at all. I found clients and I found myself change passwords and then forget to make note of it, doing it in a hurry or something like that. Only his phone app browser doesn't work. Yeah. Logged in the phone on the app, but not the browser. Right. Harambe, that's because the app is storing the session token, When you click log out on the app, it doesn't actually log out properly without further changing the setting. Now that's entirely believable to me. That's something of a session token is what's letting the app reconnect without it actually putting in the new password. That would imply to me that the phone, maybe the phone was logged in during the time period when the password got changed. And because of this token, if that's a thing, I'm not aware of it, the phone continues to stay signed in. Now, we did show a place today where it appeared to be some other, let me restate, Tim has uninstalled the Facebook app and reinstalled it, but we displayed a section today that looks like there's some data, information, settings for Facebook that probably did not get deleted when he uninstalled the app. Dennis, 1 hour behind.
I logged out of Facebook. I made sure the app was closed in the background. I just logged back in. It logged me in and then sent me a message. Alert. We've noticed an unusual login from your device, which was me.
That's normal. No, it is.
It's normal,
Right.
but it's never done that before.
It's all the time.
Remember app, forget app. Let's look at that, read that. If you want to stop getting login alerts for this app, we'll add it to your browsers and apps. Yeah, that's not anything about remembering the credentials. Remember app, forget app. Yeah, so.
I believe the servers are just broken.
Well, as far as resetting your account password, yes, because you should be able to. It won't even send you an email with a code to let you reset. It won't send you a text message. It gives nothing. All of them.
And I helped a Vietnam veteran about 2 months ago reset his password because he forgot it. He had the 2-step authentication turned on, and he received the email with the code, and it worked fine.
Was that for Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done this before.
Yeah. Your reset of the password never at any point gives the ability to send a code, not to email, not to text.
Worked fine for him. It sent him a code and an email. He got a text message for 2-part authentication and an email with the code after he entered in the right code for 2-part authentication.
Now, it has never offered to send a code, but do you have 2-factor turned on for Facebook?
Yes, I do.
All right. But we can't prove it. We can't demonstrate it because we can't get to that
point. It will not do it.
It will
interesting.
Not offer that. Okay, so let's go. Let's see. What was that? Number 12 from Ken, how to create a virtual machine. And I already have the Oracle VirtualBox installed on this computer and all that capability enabled. So just creating a new virtual machine is just done within here. That's not doing all the configurations to get up to this point. And Ken, I'm suspecting that that's really what you wanted, is all the steps to get up to this point of creating a virtual machine. Was that right? Is he off?
Oh, I was just wanting to see how you do it. I mean, I hadn't given it much thought. I thought you were going to start from scratch and say you have to put this in to do this, to do this, to do this, and then in the end you have a virtual machine.
Yeah, we did that on one of the Saturday shows, and the audience in chat, to some extent, walked me through that because this is not something that I know very well. Then if I come up here and click on machine, oh, I'm not displaying that. If I come up here and click on machine, what was I not? Oh, I know. I clicked back to Zoom when I was asking for a response from Ken. So here, if I click on machine and click new, this would let me create a new machine, and I can name it here. Oops, wrong keyboard. So Ken Stout's machine. And then I can choose where I want to create that, what drive on my computer it's going to live at. Let's come down here and click new folder. And actually put it in a folder for Ken Stout. And then ISO image. So I can pick the image that I want to use for the operating system. So maybe I've downloaded a Linux operating system or a Windows 10 operating system or Windows 11. I happen to have Windows 10 and Windows 11 ISO files here already. So you're picking what operating system you want this new virtual machine to have. And I just selected.
So you can pick any kind of operating system?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I could be picking Microsoft Windows Server operating system.
Or Apple?
Apple, can I? I don't know that. Does somebody in chat know that?
I'm not sure about Apple because of the way they write their software now.
Yeah,
it's probably copyright protected.
Yeah, and I don't know that it would. I think it needs.
I don't think they would like it on Windows.
Apple hardware.
Yeah, it wants to see either Apple specific or a very narrow list of Intel stuff.
Right.
I had to ask.
Now this says down here, detected operating system, Windows 11. This operating system can be installed unattendedly. The install will start after this wizard is closed. All right. So this skip unattended, I guess is going to go through the out-of-box experience. And does unattended, that would mean it's going to skip the out-of-box experience, isn't it? I don't know. Username, I'm going to make that more generic, call it user. And I'm going to try to do it without a password. Ken Stout's machine, install in background. Yeah, install in background. Product key. Well, I'm not giving it a product key. Guest additions. Oh, it's not going to let me. The next button isn't available. Is it going to require a password? No, I think I've done this without a password. Oh, host name. That's what it's not liking. It's got an exclamation mark there. Doesn't like spaces. I still don't have a next. Guest additions. See, I had no idea about this guest additions thing. That came to me through the chat room. Still no next button. So I'm going to put in, here's my complex password. And now I have a next button. Then I choose how much, how much base memory I want it to use and how many processors I want it to use. Since this is Ken Stout's machine, I'm going to leave it at the minimums. Create a virtual hard disk, 80 gigabytes.
Windows XP, 80 gigabytes?
No, it's Windows 11.
I'm just joking.
And then finish. So once you've got the capability set up, such as Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager, this is what it takes to install or set up, create a new virtual machine. And it shows that it's running. That should be the Install it's running. I'm going to try to double click on that. Ah, here it is. Oh, yeah, there were some commands I have to do then. I'm at a shell prompt. Let's go see what they're telling me in chat. Is Linux Mint included as well? Yeah, Linux Mint, you could create a virtual machine with Linux Mint. You would have to download an ISO file for it, an image. Ryan says, good day. Gary's got a link here to Microsoft something or other. What's that about? Creating a virtual machine with Hyper-V. On Windows 10 Creators Update, I'm making it clear, I do not know this process very well. Skip unattended installation. Regular manual install equals regular manual install and out-of-box process. Doug, Verizon's website is down. So sorry. Today I was watching a TV show. I always thought I was the only one that disliked 2FA. I heard a famous person admit they dislike it too. And then here's Gary giving us the Verizon site is working. So Bobby, what do you mean when you say Verizon's website is down? If you're wanting some reaction from us, give me some more.
It's not down. It's not down.
It's not down. Okay. So Bobby, it's down for you, I guess.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
Got one for it's kind of, I listened to, I think a couple of people said, actually one shout out for Lawn Dog is we got some new laptops, wife and I, and we're using his Western Digital 850Xs. Got 4 terabytes each, and they're fast. They're great. Give them credit. Anyway, if you don't like Windows updates and different things coming, don't get new cars, because my wife has both a 2023 gas and electric. They are getting updates every 2 to 4 weeks. I have a Tesla. I get updates every week. And if you do not, they can't do the update like you're in an enclosed building, basically a Faraday cage, you will get an email threatening your warranty, basically saying we cannot keep track of maintenance. They download quite a lot of stuff. Now I know the company, my company, our company that I work, we partner with some of the automakers. They take your highest speed, they take your highest cornering, all kinds of things. I can tell that because that's out in public. But your car gives everything up on you.
Oh yeah. I can see where that is more of a privacy invasion for most people than what's happening on our computers.
If you buy a Corvette and go 180, they know you went 180. So when you say, oh no, I didn't go above 65 in the engine blew, no, you did.
Yeah.
And a lateral, if you go around the corner at 120, they know.
That's the new thing.
And basically, they'll get you out. They won't get you when the car is moving. And like one of the things I have to do because of what we do at work, so I do it for my personal vehicle. Our Tesla doesn't have an AM radio. So my wife has a station she listens to. You can't use the internet when you're driving. So to get streaming on the internet, I have to go in and disable that in the actual software.
I wonder if there's any verbiage in the warranty that might void their responsibility if you're driving in exceeding manners.
There is.
There is verbiage?
Yes, and one of the cars my wife bought, I have a car you cannot sell for 2 years or it'll void the warranty. And my wife has a car you cannot sell for 1 year or it'll void the warranty. And these are from major manufacturers in America.
Wow. Wow.
So if you buy my wife's car within a year, you will not have a warranty next year. And that is legal.
Wow. Okay, go on to another topic. I'm going to spotlight Ken Stout's image here. And I think let's see, why am I not seeing the pin? I guess pin is what it's rather than spotlight. Is that the results of your patchwork, Ken?
Yes.
So this is the photo that had a missing brick. and you use that object removal tool, and it looks like this was the missing brick right here. Is that right?
You
You
can.
should
Did
be
you
able
put
to
another brick on
spotlight
the
it
wall?
now and do whatever you're trying to do. You can't spotlight someone that doesn't have their camera on.
Well, I was able to pin it, but now that you have your camera on, it's larger. And you could cover your camera if we wanted to see the whole brick wall, because then you're. No, that didn't work. Well, that. Yeah, okay. Point made. I thought you could. That's your virtual? That's a virtual background, isn't it?
Yep.
All right.
So Kim put a brick in the wall.
Yeah, I put a brick in the wall, and it's not as well done as I had hoped, because it's not showing the space between that replacement brick and the one adjacent to it.
Yeah, hold on. I'll show you the original one. It's going to take a little bit of finessing. For single items, it seems to work out really good.
Yeah.
When you have multiple things, it seems to work out really horrible. There's the original one.
All right.
And not only did it replace the brick, it took out the watermark of iStock as well.
Okay.
So
yeah, because you essentially covered whatever's on that part of the image.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Now let's see if I can find the other one real quick.
The other watermarks are still visible.
Yeah,
Yeah. They're not as visible because of the coloring of the bricks behind the other watermarks. But how about that other brick wall that had the very consistent patterns and consistent bricks? The one that we looked at earlier.
the one from
There's somebody
Brian
up.
Lightfoot.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you
No,
not?
I did it, but it's not. That's going to take a lot more finessing, because while I can replace it, it just doesn't. It doesn't fill in the lines and the mortar correctly.
All right.
So.
All right. Well, then it does not doing as good a job as I had hoped. Yeah. There's Brian's bricks. So
yeah, he sent that to me, and I did work with it a little bit, and it's not as good as it should be. Let's just put it that way.
Was it better than this one?
No, it was actually
it was worse
than this one.
Okay. Yeah, I can see where it might be worse, simply because it's such a well-structured pattern in Brian's version of the bricks, and any flaws would be more noticeable. Your versions of the bricks are not as cleanly structured.
Yeah, I also noticed in Brian's, the brick to the left of Brian's head and the left of the hole, it's not actually put in there correctly, because you'll notice the mortar by his shoulder is a little wider than the mortar on the brick right above his head. And I don't know if that's having an effect on it or not. It shouldn't be, because I'm pretty sure it grabs it from the right side. And I'm going to experiment with that later today and tomorrow.
Well, that brings up another thought that I had. With all the various options that are available in that removal tool, was there anything that could tell you, where you could tell it where to take its replacement information from? So you could make it, you're saying that you think it takes it from the right of the object that you're trying to replace. Can you tell it what information on the photo that you want it to utilize for removing the subject object?
Give me 1 second and I will answer that question for you. The short answer is probably. The more in-depth answer will be, I'm not sure. I'm going to grab Brian's background and bring it in here. Yeah, come on, today would be nice.
And Harambe,
go over to the color tab. Go ahead.
Harambe in chat, I noticed this. I'm confused. Why are we talking about bricks? We're not talking about bricks. We're talking about a software feature in DaVinci Resolve for replacing objects.
You want me to share my screen and show you, or just tell you about it?
Just tell us
All
about
right,
it.
so I'm in object removal. I'm going to bring it down, and when that menu comes up, you have analysis boundary that is set to default at 40. I haven't messed around.
Okay, I
with
changed
that.
my mind. Go ahead and show us the screen. I'm gonna.
Jeez, Doug, make up your mind. That's one.
I did. I just made up my mind. What part of that did you not
Host
understand?
disable participant screen sharing.
I'm working on it. I'm working
Go
on
ahead,
it.
share your screen.
Try it again. Try it again. Try it again.
That should be it right there, I hope. Guess we'll find out. Share. And get rid of Zoom. Okay, so this is the background Brian sent. Then I search for object removal. I'm going to grab it. Actually, I'm going to start this in all over again. So I'm going to grab it, drag it down here, and put it over the node. And it brings up a secondary part of the menu in the inspector. In scene mode, you have, I think,
hang on a second.
Choices.
Hang on a second. This isn't working. It's not. I don't think it's coming over on video.
I see it.
Are you seeing him do things? I mean, you see the brick. You see the brick. Are you seeing him moving his mouse and clicking on things?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Continue, Ken.
You know, I'm moving the mouse, but I don't see the mouse moving on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying.
The stream is frozen.
Yeah, I'm seeing all the Zoom people on the top are frozen. That's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
Is not.
Now I see that.
Refresh.
Okay.
It's all Ken's fault.
There should be no. It's a problem on my side because I'm seeing in Zoom. I'm seeing Ken's screen. I'm clicking on things. That's making a black screen right now.
Yeah, we have black
screen.
Going
back to Zoom meeting. Let's see. Move your mouse around, Ken. Yeah, okay. I think I'm seeing it now. It's showing up in XSplit.
Yep, it's
there
I see it on
goes.
YouTube.
Okay. So go ahead. Go ahead and
So
continue.
under scene mode, you have three choices of background, boundary, or object. I have not changed that yet. And then you have analysis. You can, I think this is a percentage.
Yeah, analysis boundary. Perfect.
So we're going to go ahead and mark this by coming to the power window, grabbing the feather tool. I've been playing around with it as trying to get different points of reference for it. And then you can show what you're going to mask out. Right there is what's going to be masked out. So I'm going to grab this bottom one and bring it down just a little bit more to there. And then I'm going to grab this one here.
I think you should take it further. I think you should take it halfway into the adjacent bricks.
So you want to bring it like that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Do that. You want to do the same left and right, up and down?
Yeah.
All right, we can do that. So I need to move these two over just a tad bit.
Yeah.
To about right. Maybe a little further. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Go a little bit further. Okay, so this is what it's going to mask out.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to turn this off to do it, but I'm going to turn it off, do the scene analysis, and
now the analysis boundary, I'd rather have that much higher.
okay, let's go ahead and see what this looks like first. That's what that looks like. And if we come back over here to the edit page to look at it, that was not too bad. And
yeah.
It lined this one up, so we'll go back to the color tab. You think we want to increase?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I want
100%?
I want to use the entire photo.
Okay.
So that it recognizes the pattern of the entire photo.
Okay. So I got it at 100%.
Uh-huh.
Still going to keep the same area. We're not going to change that. We're going to do the scene analysis. Done. We'll build a clean plate. Now this should change based on it. Just reanalyzed it. Didn't see a change.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so we'll do this. Maybe we'll do this. There we go. All right. Grab the object removal tool. Grab the feather. You say you want to go a little bit into
go into the adjacent bricks.
the bricks.
Heck, you could go.
I'm going to go into the bricks, okay? I'm going to really get into the bricks. How's that look right there?
That sounds, that looks really minimal. Go further. Go further,
You
boy.
want to go further?
Go further, sure. Well, I was thinking left and right. I was thinking left and right, not up and down. No,
You said further.
no, that's too far.
Oh, Jesus, Doug, make up your mind.
I did.
About right there.
You just aren't understanding it. Okay, yeah, there. That's good.
What the heck?
Just about halfway into each of the adjacent bricks.
About right there?
Yes. Okay, go ahead and try it there.
How's that?
Yes. Let's see what that does.
And then we wanted to bump the boundary up to 100%.
Yep, 100%.
That's 100. And scene analysis.
Yeah.
Why do I suspect Doug's messed with this already?
I have not.
So that's what it mashed out.
Okay.
We'll go do a clean plate. And we'll see what it does. I have no idea. Oh, look at that. That looks horrible.
Oh, wait a minute. You have some black off to the right. That's not a full picture. Your picture's not taking up the full palette, right?
You talking about the overall picture?
Yeah, to the right of the bricks. There's a whole black area.
That's as far as it goes.
What is as far as it goes? Is the black part of the image?
This?
Yeah.
Or this?
This, the second
Yeah, the
this.
black, I believe that is part of the image. Yes.
Okay, well, that's a problem. You need to have only in the image the bricks. You shouldn't have
Then I'd have to
anything
make
else.
another image because this is the image that I have.
No, use a program like DaVinci Resolve to crop the photo down and then save it as a separate file. So that the file only contains the bricks. You have editing capabilities. You don't have to get a new image. We've gone far enough on this.
Yeah, I will block out the black part, and I follow what you're saying. Get rid of this part right here. Get rid of that part right there.
Yeah.
And okay. I'll do that in a little bit. I'll stop sharing my screen.
All right, and then I gotta fix the zoom.
We'll
Get
do that
the
real
meeting. Let's see, and that's I know I've got a black screen right now. I got to switch to something else and then switch it back to the Zoom meeting and then unpin Ken. Remove pin. There we go. All right, now come back to chat. I know some of you think that's a diversion. Squirrel. Yeah. And we're over time now, so let's catch up. Confused about bricks, touchscreen, personal note, 2FA, put grandma on a plan, still watching, fell asleep, Verizon not working, thundering, thunderstorm, phone went off, tornado warning, went to mute the app, Bobby went to mute the app is working. Okay, I'll look through those a little more closely for what I missed, but I'm ready to go ahead and put this to bed.
Did you say tomato warning?
Tornado warning is what
okay.
That's what the word said that I was reading, but I don't know what I said.
No, I thought I heard tomato.
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 Well, he got his eyes fixed. Now he's going to get his ears fixed.
That's next on the project. Actually, they did call today. I have the next eye scheduled.
As somebody on Carrie's show. It might have been the Monday members only show because I watched some of that this morning. Somebody was asking if anyone had had LASIK eye surgery on one eye. I thought, yeah, I know somebody who has. But that's this thing that keeps beeping behind me. Are you guys hearing that?
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh, you're not. Okay, so my microphone is blocking that out. That's Tim's phone connecting and
that's
disconnecting.
weird.
You weren't hearing it. All right. Well, I'll ask you all to say goodbye. We're going to shut it down.
Good night, Gracie.
Say goodbye. We're going to shut it down.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sayonara.
Thank you, everybody. And ending the meeting and bringing up my email address. If you'd like to send a question for me to address on one of the Windows Daily shows or for any other reason, you can send to that email address. You can ask questions and comments on videos or by email or in the chat room. Oh, Selden says, yep, I'm hearing that beeping behind you. So maybe Zoom wasn't hearing it, but YouTube was hearing it. Have a good day, everybody. See you all next time. Goodbye.